What's up, guys? Deus Ex Machina here, bringing you sort of a follow-up video to what was by far my most popular video that I've ever uploaded to YouTube, and that was when I showed you guys how to set up just a simple revive macro. I'm going to show you guys a couple extra steps to make that macro even better. It's a little bit more advanced, but it's definitely worth the extra time. I can't take all the credit for it. Somebody actually left a comment on my original video, which if you haven't seen, you should go back and watch, or at least at this point know how to set up a macro, because I'm not really going to go into the specifics of setting up a macro except for this specific macro. But yeah, somebody left a comment. I read the comment 2 or 3 times. It didn't really sink in what he was trying to say until I actually started doing it, and then it made sense why you do the things that you do. So I tried to explain it to like a couple of my clanmates, and they weren't really understanding it, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make a video real quick, show you guys how to do it. So I want to show you guys that. I also want to correct and clarify a couple things from the original video. I misspoke a couple things. There's a couple things that really weren't clear, so I want to show you guys to correct a couple things. So first of all, we're just going to get killed by a mob monster. And this is different from the original video where I said that you needed to get killed by a player PK. The place where spot revive pops up is different between a player PK and a mob monster kill. That part is correct. However, there is a sweet spot right here. If you get killed by a mob monster, it's easiest for me to find. It's right here on the top left corner of spot revive. So if you click there, it should revive you not only to a player PK and a mob monster kill, but also to a it'll be in a safe zone where it won't try to use a potion if you aren't dead. It should be right here in the safe zone between these 2 skills and the heal potion. If you watch the original video, I didn't really mention it, but I always tried to aim for this little safe spot right here. And in the original video, I actually was too high and was using an MP potion, and I didn't really mention that in the video, but I wanted to mention it in this video to clarify to try to aim for a safe spot where you're not using a potion if you, if you aren't dead. So now that we have that part recorded, we're going to call this 198 Eyes Part 1, and you'll see why I'm calling it Part 1 here in a second. I guess I can go ahead and test it to make sure it's going to revive me to a mob monster kill. It looks like it's going to. I'm going to go ahead and stop it just for the purpose of this video. I'm going to test it against a player PK. I've already got this all set up here. Got this guy right here. He's going to kill me. My clanmates are probably wondering why I'm killing myself, but we can test this macro now. And it should revive me to a player PK. It does. So, now I'm going to run back to where I wanted to farm, which is the 198 macro, which I actually am setting this macro up. This is one I've been wanting to make for a while because my minis need to farm Adina and stuff, and these 198s are perfect for Adina and item drops. They don't drop POB or RSS, but I have plenty of that in reserve. So, now that I am back over here, and I'm back on auto, now I can record part 2 of the macro, which is literally just opening the minimap, clicking there, closing out, hitting auto again. That is 198 Eyes Part 2. And then the third part of the macro, which I actually already have recorded, but I'll show you guys what it is because it only takes a second. Record, mailbox open, stop record. So we'll call this NB open, mailbox open. And this will all make sense why I'm doing this here in just a second. So there is a button right here. It's like 2 squares on top of each other. If you hover over it, it's called combined play, and it opens this. So what we're going to do is, over here it says playback order. We want to do mailbox open, followed by the revive macro, which is part 1, and then the mini map click, which is part 2. And then we're going to save it. Script saved. And we'll call that 198 Eyes Final. Now, what this will do is it will open the mailbox first. If you're not dead, it will open the mailbox first. If you're dead, the mailbox click will just be wasted. But if the mailbox can open, then all of those map clicks and everything is wasted clicks, because every time you click on the mini map, it turns off auto. So normally right now you would be running from the spawn to your AFK point. If you weren't dead, then you would just be standing here with auto turned off, not attacking anything for that entire duration, that 30 seconds or whatever. However, it's going to turn auto off because it was trying to turn it back on. That's why you need that second little mini-map click. And you saw how quick that was. It was, what, like 1 second that I was without auto turned on? Because every time you click on the mini-map, it turns auto off. So you just click on it, run back to your exact same spot, and turn auto back on. So you literally lose like 1 second of farming every time your macro runs. And why that's so important is because it's not as bad with this room. Like, this was kind of a short run, but I've set up macros before where you're losing like almost 30 seconds of farming time that it would normally be you running from the spawn point to the AFK point, where your guy's just standing there without auto turned on. And if you have that on, like, let's say a 2-minute loop, just to make it simple, and you lose 30 seconds of farming time, that's 25% of your farming time that you're just standing there doing nothing. So you would have to run those on such long loops, like 5-minute loops, 10-minute loops. But then if you actually do get PK'd, or you actually do die to a mob monster, then you're laying there dead for 5 or 10 minutes. Now you can run these on much tighter loops, 60-second loops, whatever, so you're not laying there dead for a long time, and you're not losing a lot of farming time. That's what makes this macro so OP, in my opinion. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. If you think you have a better macro, drop me a comment. I would love to hear it. Like I said, that's how I found out about this one. If you got some help out of this one, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe. All that stuff helps. Tell your friends. The more views we can get, the better. Every now and then somebody DMs me in-game and tells me they found my videos and it really helped them. That means a lot to me. I'm glad you guys are getting some use out of these videos. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Hopefully it helps you guys out, and I will catch you guys in the next video.